Admiral Havelock and Lord Pendleton are in the courtyard. I expect they'll want to congratulate you.
He's alive. Thank you, Corvo, thank you. My uncle's a good man, and one day he'll prove it. Here. I know you did this for the right reasons, but I want you to take this as a reward. It's an old heirloom one of my aunts gave me.
Before the sun rises, they toss any casualties into the river. Men or hound, they all go in. She dreams of freedom, and the decks of whaling ships fast after the beasts of the sea.
This is going to work.
But alas, she's a woman.
Yes. Hopefully the High Overseer is the first step along that path.
Attention. All
And we
citizens
must find the
living
girl.
on the north side of the river, between John Clavering Boulevard
Who knows what her mind
and
is like,
Dunwall
being there
Tower,
when her mother was
are
killed.
advised to remain
I'd imagine the
indoors
daughter
until
of an
further
empress
notice.
is tougher than you think.
You did it! Somehow you took down the High Overseer Campbell against the odds. I knew you were our man, Corvo. With Campbell gone, we've hurt the Lord Regent immeasurably. And with Martin back, we'll have the finest strategist alive.
The Lord Regent must be shitting himself in Dunwall Tower.
Yes, and Campbell's journal, let's not forget. Our hope is that in these encoded pages, the location and condition of Emily Kaldwin can be discovered. Our entire movement will mean nothing if we can't place the rightful heir on the throne. We must act fast. No doubt the Lord Regent is holding Emily somewhere, waiting to reveal her, to step out as the hero and further cement his regency.
If he doesn't bring the young lady forth soon, there will be infighting among the nobles as to who should succeed the Empress.
Yes, time is against us. But now you should take a well-earned rest, Corvo. We will decipher the contents of the High Overseer's journal and share them with you later.
The Admiral was right in recruiting you. Nothing's been the same since the Lord Regent took power. But at least Campbell's gone and my uncle lived.
My pa always wanted me to be an overseer. If he could see us now.
My, there is something to you, isn't there? You went and spanked the High Overseer in his own house. I hope the tools I designed for you function to your satisfaction. The fact that I am standing here and talking to you affirms that this is true, in several ways. Can I be of service to you?
Do you mean to tell me you don't know how to curtsy properly?
Please, sir. I was never in service with a noble.
That's not an excuse. You need to learn proper decorum. The Hound Pits has seen a few lords and ladies in its day.
If they were here, I expect they didn't want to be recognized, sir.
Never mind that. Lord Pendleton ought to be shown the respect he deserves. He doesn't require it, but he notices.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
But even so, have you forgotten we may soon be guarding a future Empress? You will be in the presence of the most important person in the entire known world, and you don't know how to curtsy.
But she's just a child, and she's not even here. No one knows where she is.
Well, our masters are just the people to find her, I'll have you know. Please learn your manners before then.
He always eats very well, even as his wife and child grow thin. Only after a long day of work will he return to his home and family.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. You are reminded that assaulting a member of the City Watch has been made a capital offense, and guardsmen are authorized to carry out this sentence on the spot. The offender's possessions are legally forfeit.
Sometimes I wonder if the plague is just going to go on and on.
Welcome back,
and on,
Master Corvo.
And kill everyone ever, and it's the end of the world. Think of that.
All she wants is to lay herself down in the middle of Promenade Street and await death. They top off the wine with river water, but eventually someone swoons. Then the fresh bottles are fetched from the cellars.
Emergency grain rations will be available in the Civil Services District at sunrise. Please see your tax assessor to secure food coupons before requesting rations.
Corvo's proved his abilities beyond question. It's not anyone who can walk into Holger Square and put down the High Overseer. And now we're faced with the question, could he be dangerous? Events are going to move quickly now. The storm's rising.
There is nothing common about the work she does every day.
Memoir, Chapter 28. Waverly, Waverly, Waverly. The very name sweeps one away. She came into our cold marble hall and brought light and warmth. She changed our lives forever. It was only later I realized she was a traitorous little weasel, like all the Boyles.
Their fate rests on your effort, on the strength of your hands and of your heart.
Chapter 32. As yet I have said little of my brothers Morgan and Custis. Twins they are, and 4 years senior to me. Morgan is the larger of the two brutes by a slight bit. From earliest memory, they abused me in every way. I'm not the first to claim their elder siblings were cruel, but my suffering was unique, I promise you. At the tender age of 5, they tied me to the crib and set inside it assorted vipers they had collected over several weeks. My howls and my breathing were muffled by a blanket, and so it was hours before the nurse found me, barely alive. I had kicked a few serpents to a pulp and others had slithered away, but not before I'd been bitten a dozen times or more on my legs, arms, and face. The wounds kept me convalescing for months while those two got away with barely a tongue lashing. Wallace! Bring me wine. Tomorrow I will regale you with the special gift they gave me on my 10th birthday party.
I know the Golden Cat, not as a patron, mind you. I designed some specialized devices for them. I kept the blueprints, if anyone is curious.
Don't. I brought you tea as a courtesy to a colleague. I won't make that mistake in the future.
I'm sorry, I only thought... Never mind what I thought. Thank you for the tea.
I have to get back to the Admiral. He has news for me.
Such sadness. Each and every night the black-eyed outsider visits upon Piero's dreams.
Hello, Corvo. I expect Martin will be joining us shortly. I hate to start your day with such a strange matter, but the servants heard something last night, moving through the storm drains beneath the building. Most likely a weeper, the poor bastard. There's no hope for them once the plague gets that far along. Nothing more than a shuffling corpse full of sickness and insects, if you ask me. I'd appreciate you investigating, just to be sure it's not a nosy guardsman that's getting too close. Here's a key to the hatches. I'd send a servant down there, but they'd die of fear on the spot, I'm afraid. Maybe Piero can concoct some sort of sleep poison for your crossbow if you want to go that route.
Ah, hello, Corvo. There are important things we must discuss. But at the moment it seems we have an unwelcome visitor here at the Hound Pits. The Admiral would like your help in investigating it, prior to sharing what comes next.
They stood in a circle around the candles and cut their hands to form their alliance. The blood hissed as it touched the flames.
You went down there in the sewers? I thought I heard a weeper in there earlier. You're probably the bravest man I've ever met. Overseer Martin has arrived. He's with Admiral Havelock now. They want to talk to you.
She starves so that her children can have bread.
Cursed weepers, roaming all over the city. This movement will have a cost. For some of us, it will be very high.
Corvo, I trust you remember Martin, an overseer before, and perhaps again someday soon.
I owe you thanks for my rescue.
Indeed. You've given us a glimmer of hope, Corvo. Because we've gotten what we wanted from Campbell's journal. You've done it. We know where Emily Caldwin is being held.
The Golden Cat, of all places. A bathhouse for aristocrats. Little better than a cursed brothel.
But there's an unfortunate twist. It appears that Pendleton's own kinsmen stand in our way. The twins, Morgan and Custis. Not only are they controlling Emily, but they have the controlling parliamentary votes we so desperately need.
Yes, the Pendletons have to die. But most importantly, Emily must be brought here safely so we can protect her until the Lord Regent and his entourage have been dealt with. Pendleton's waiting for you on the dock. He's asked to brief you personally. I think it's best. Campbell's book appears to contain much more than we expected. He was blackmailing a number of highly ranked overseers. With the information in his journal, we will be able to manipulate the religious faction. The overseers will bend to our will.
Do not be deceived by his talk of strictures. Martin's crimes weigh heavy on his spirit.
Corvo, a moment if I may.
Corvo, my friend, do you need ammunition or weaponry? Would you like me to craft something for you?
Ah, the Royal Protector. Just the man I needed to speak with. Corvo, I've asked to speak to you myself. You see, I'm sending you to kill my older brothers, Morgan and Custis. They're horrible men. It's true, as you may have heard, cruel beyond words. Further, my brothers are close allies to the Lord Regent, and as long as they are in Parliament, we cannot gather the votes we'll need to stop the Lord Regent from further consolidating his power. These days, they're best known for exploiting their favor with him to cheat others out of their wealth. Let's just say that not every family evicted in quarantine for having the plague actually has the plague. I warned my brothers in every way I could. I really did. But they never did listen to me. They'll be at the Golden Cat tonight at their usual revels. They'll be protected by the City Watch, so it'll be dangerous. Now go. Please do it before I change my mind.
To think, Lord Pendleton is the son of nobility.
I'll take you to the Golden Cat when you're ready. I've taken Lord Pendleton enough times, believe me. I'll get you as close as I can to the Golden Cat, Corvo. You'll have to go the rest of the way on your own. The entrance is near Holger Square. The main thing is to make sure that little girl, Emily, gets back all safe and sure. Them two Pendletons are there, so I'm guessing there'll be a lot of guards. Slackjaw might have some ideas on helping you get inside the cat, if he don't kill you. This here's his territory. He and his Bottle Street gang hole up at the old Dunwall whiskey factory. They sell the elixir that folks use to fight off the plague. I'll lay low, but keep an eye out for you and the little lady you bring him back. Good luck to you. I know Emily must mean a lot to you. Be careful going up the street, Corvo. A river hand I know pulled up alongside me last night and said there's one of those watchtowers on Clavering now. I guess you getting rid of Campbell shook up the Lord Regent.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Anyone with information pertaining to the death of High Overseer Thaddeus Campbell is to report to the city.
great ships have stopped bringing their hulls.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Due to criminal activity near Holger Square, the area is now under lockdown. Watchtowers and support patrols have been deployed.
Slackjaw.
Any suspicious person
What kind of name is that
hostile
anyway?
with malicious intent.
Hey, you're just the man I was looking for. Slackjaw's wanting to talk to you.
This one cooks rats over a trash fire when he can't find anyone to rob.
What a mess, huh? Whole town's gone to trash. That him?
Yeah, he's the one.
Hey, we got a message for you from Slackjaw. He wants to talk at the distillery. Go on. Slackjaw's inside.